Let's play! Whoa! Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, you all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play the Somnium Files. Last time left off, we spoke with number 89, but he escaped because we're dumbasses. And now we're looking for him, but we learned that Renju apparently is his accomplice. He drove him away. We're now trying to look for both of them. And Moma said, hey, wait a minute, come here and I'll let you know, but you gotta bring Tessa. So that funny exchange happened. And now we're gonna go to the places where he was at, which apparently are Sunfish Pocket and the Shrine. However, we also would like to check out the cold storage warehouse because she's curious, and the diner because they're hungry. So, at least I believe that's why we're going to the diner. You know what? I know usually I just go down the line here, but let's go to the diner first. They said they're hungry, so why the hell not? But I'm sure Oda's gonna be here and it's gonna be annoying, but oh well. We're hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa, why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Oda flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took a seat. You know, it is also true. We've never come here to eat before, like to actually eat. It's always been either like a serious thing or a tragic thing coming down here, but now we just want to sit down and eat.
Kuroda Kazuaki's grilled tongue with salt.
That doesn't sound that delicious, though. That's just me, though.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Mayumi's juice with mold.
Mold? You know, it's fine. Like, I'll give Mayumi's condition kind of like a pass as to why things the way they are.
That's a Martian.
That's just a stool.
They really love their aliens in this game. Let's see. Anything else? Oop. Beer. Just right there. I can steal that easily if I wanted to. Got stickers on the side because he liked collecting those from the chocolates.
Meow.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know? It's good luck to imitate a cat in front of one of these.
Really?
Meow? Guess I'll have good luck.
Oh, so you're not going to join in? No, okay. Oh, I was expecting Iba to do it, but oh well.
Hey, Date. I've got this video of girls in bikinis washing this armored car. Wanna watch?
Absolutely not.
Which means absolutely, but not in front of Iris. Why would you even say that in front of Iris, Ota? Weird.
Date, you're drooling.
Oh, I'm just really hungry.
Yeah, but you're not hungry for the food now, are you? Nasty. What else do we have? With mop?
Hey, Tessa, could you kick that bucket there?
Sure. Like this?
Yeah, but more.
Like this?
This is awesome!
I did not realize there was someone more perverted than Date.
The hell, you got your rocks off from Tessa hitting a bucket? I don't know. I wish I had something to say, but I really don't know what to say about all that.
Oh, that's Payashi Samba's Hayashi Vangole.
Who?
That was a bunch of words and none of them I understood. Okay, so there's a Junko Inoshima. Where's the one from Hungaro, whatever his name is, from Zero Escape? I still don't know what the hell the other one was, but the bearded man, like a lumberjack or something they said. That was fun. Like I said, I love I always love little Easter eggs in games like these. Oh, now I feel bad because of the whole family situation regarding the father and Mayumi as well.
Look, a chair for baby goats.
Why would anyone bring a goat to a restaurant?
I mean, she's not wrong. It is a kid's seat, but not that type of kid, Iris. So she's smart.
Date, wanna have a pillow fight?
Tessa, not in the store, please.
But later. But not in the store. Gotta have some modicum of decency, yeah? It says good luck. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. One day I would like to learn Japanese, but God knows that I'm gonna have the determination to do so.
Hey, what has two hands on its face?
A mom playing peekaboo!
Yeah, exactly!
I mean, that was a little adorable, but okay. Okay, this is old. I guess this kind of goes back to Mayumi's dementia. And I think that's it. So, who do I want to talk to? Iris or Ota? I gotta talk to both of them anyway. I'll talk to Ota first. He's cooking in the kitchen. So you're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah, my dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
Okay, that's nice of him. I just hope he doesn't do anything to it. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Ota, come on, man. Can't act like that, dude. That's not attractive at all to any woman. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
But we do. But I figured I'd ask him anyway. She's sitting in front of me. So, you've been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Not at all, unfortunately. But what can you do? What's your usual here?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing it actually means anything good. Although, damn it, I really would like some omelet rice. I gotta try it one day.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
I love how she's like nonchalant about it. Yep, I died.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Iris, do not do that with your hands when you're giving Date thoughts.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? Oh, man. Good old rock.
Shoot.
A tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky, shaky.
I shook hands with Iris.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. I mean, honestly, my theory on things like that, like parallel worlds and the multiverse theory, I think I partially agree with it because, and the only reason why is because, say, like, these multiple universes, maybe they are, like, in, maybe not so, like, a metaphorical or, like, a time thing, but an actual physical entity. Say it's somewhere out there in space. And I'm going by the fact that we as humans on Earth, we are legit less than a grain of salt or rice in a whole ocean that is the observable universe. Like, then there's so much more. I just find it very hard to believe that there's nothing else out there besides us. That's how I look at it anyway. I mean, it's very possible that there is another version of me in a whole other parallel universe or multiverse, whatever, that is doing exactly this, but I'm not having this conversation. I'm talking about something slightly different. And then it's just infinite possibilities. And that's that. I don't know. I feel like it could be true, but I guess maybe we'll know later, but I'm starting to think maybe we'll not know in our timelines anyway. Oh well. Yeah, so let's talk about all these effects.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
So I have heard about that, but actually, let her continue this.
There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
That's exactly what I was about to go into. The whole thing about the, and I really thought, and I still kind of believe, but even though I know it's not right, I thought it was called the Bearstein Bears. Bearstein. That's how I thought it was. But apparently the spelling and everything's like Bearstein. And I'm like, what? Like, it really boggled my head when I first came about this, like, realization. I think it was a couple of years ago, actually. Well, how about you guys? I mean, did you guys have the same feelings, or is there any other examples you guys have of that?
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car.
Was he not?
But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Well, okay.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Wait, what are you talking about here? An electric mouse from that video game?
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things.
Wait, hold on, man. I'm still trying to think about that. Oh, she's talking about Pikachu? You probably remember the tip of its tail being black. Whoa, wait a minute. It's not? It's all yellow. Design didn't change. Really? I thought there was some type of weird design on him, no? I'm gonna look this up now.
The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
That would be odd if that's the case. Not that the reason why, like, why it's called the Mandela effect, like that whole thing. I did like that one. I'm like, yeah, I don't remember him. Well, then again, I wasn't even born yet. So I guess that's why it didn't really work on me. But the other ones, holy crap, I like that. It's interesting in my opinion. But I never heard about these two. The Booba Kiki effect and 100 million
Dante,
balls.
look at this picture.
I just pulled up a picture of on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
So that's an interesting one. Now, the reason why I was thinking the same thing. I thought the first one was Booba, the other one was Kiki. But that's exactly why I thought that one was Booba, the other one's Kiki. I tend to go in order. Like, you said Booba first, so I'm thinking the top one is Booba. And you said Kiki second, so I'm thinking the bottom one is second. That's my way of thinking anyway.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's
The parallel world?
yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I mean, it's cool. I really like learning about this. But can we say, I don't know if we can go as far as say this, but is it possible that the sync machine and diving our consciousness into all that, is it possible that lets us travel the parallel worlds? It doesn't seem like it did that before, but I don't know. 100 million balls? What the hell is this?
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
It is very interesting to kind of think about that. Like, we as human beings, we live in a perfect environment. Like, we're just perfectly far enough and close enough from the sun and the moon and this type of atmosphere. Oh, I don't know. Let's just keep going here.
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the 1.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Seriously, I mean, Iris has her moments, but she definitely is intelligent. She's sitting in front of me. Wait, does Oda have something? Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, he had the various tales. These I don't think I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
That's really creepy, actually. Is that a real thing? Huh. And what about others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What about the lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
But what about the whole thing with his eyes popping out? That just seems odd, period, what happened.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
Dear God, I hope to God never want to experience a dislocated eye. It's a whole nother injury I gotta add to things to avoid. Oh, jeez. The two sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
I mean, that's creepy as all hell, but I mean, there has to be recorded events of things like this happening, yeah? I'd imagine so.
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
I really loved all this happening here. Man, I didn't realize I spent all my video on this, but summarize for me.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done!
I was about to say, I totally forgot we even came here to eat. Oda brought the dish over. He laid out an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful. What's up?
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
That was very, very odd. Did she... I feel like she had like a weird premonition or something like that. What the hell is that all... Anyway, Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence. There was no conversation. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long...
Ah! Thanks for the food!
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again!
Thank you! Come back soon!
Of course, anytime. So, and I really didn't do much today, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's check out the cold storage warehouse. I know I'm doing this all out of order. In my preference, because usually I like going in order. But, we're being a little rebellious today.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
I'm sad that boobs wasn't, like, elongated with a bunch of O's, but that's okay. I tried to picture Iris's breast swinging down like that, and then I decided not to. Good job, Date.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Oh boy. Okay, that might take a while, but before we do anything, let's just look around.
Hi, I'm Jemimon!
You two.
I still want to know what the hell that is. I keep thinking Digimon, I know that's not what it is. Oh well. It's kind of cool that we're actually like looking at this area a little bit closer from where we were before. So, yay, look how icy it is.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
You're trying too hard, Iris. I still want to say something as important as a switchboard, but I guess not. Ice cutting machine, which we all know too well. And the wooden box.
Pew pew pew!
What the hell?
The box made me think of like a giant robot.
A what?
You know, from kaiju movies.
Again, what?
Come on, Date, you don't even know those? But why would a wooden box make you think of a giant robot, Iris?
That caramel over there looks so good.
Yeah, you're right. But if I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You started... Never mind.
There's no winning. There is no winning with Iris. Just smile, nod, and go about your day.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
Don't smile like that. There's nothing on it now. Maybe we'll get an explanation later. She's standing there. So, let's... oh man, she gotta know about any of this. Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things. Like, really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
And nanomachines were something that always fascinated me for a long time. I believe one of my first papers in college was about nanotechnology. God, if I know where that paper is now. It must be somewhere on my hard drive that I have for school, but... oh, man. And that paper was written... dear God, 10 years ago, now that I think about it, because it was one of my first college classes, and I started college 10 years ago. I feel like an old fart. Anyway, do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that before. Interesting. What about this?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
I have a very bad theory formulating right now, especially the way that Iris was looking after we described the system, and I'm gonna keep this one to myself. I hope it's not what I think it is, though. Well, here's how syncing works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away," and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Oh, damn. So does that happen for each syncer? It goes through their eyes? Ouch.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree, and on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain, and the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories, like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave, all within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse in our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sajima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Now, see, once again, in instances like this, wouldn't it be better to whip out the heat signature device? You know, I just thought of something. It is freezing in here, and you're wearing that. I kind of feel bad.
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
That means I'm what? That means I'm what? Anyway, well, that's going to be it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I was going to be able to do more, but that's alright. But quickly, now it explains the blood-brain barrier. Kind of what we already heard, so there you go if you guys want to read it. And conflict? Really? Why the hell you gotta tell me what a conflict is? But, yeah, disagreement, contradiction, clash. Or, in computer terms, multiple tasks competing for the same file or memory area can cause conflict, which could result in system failure. Yeah, and in game development, conflict arises when two or more people try to edit the same file at the same time. Conflict is also, of course, common among humans. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, that was pretty good. Shoot! What some people say when throwing out their hands on rock, paper, scissors. I, personally, me and my friends never did that when we were younger. It was always rock, paper, scissors, and on scissors, you'll throw out whatever you're looking for. Oops. What else we got here? The entrophic principle, which I believe they kind of skimmed over. This looks like a lot, so feel free to pause the video and look at it. Fugu eggs, which is kind of like a pufferfish. If you don't know how to cut it properly, it's going to be very poisonous, and I believe you have to have a permit or a license to do so in Japan to prepare fugu. I heard it's tasty, but I'm never going to try it. That's me. And, Jung, whatever Iris said, she mentioned this a couple times. Carl Gustav Jung, whatever, is a Swiss psychologist and psychiatrist. His collective unconscious theory. Yep. Really cool. Alrighty then. So yeah, next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will go to Sunfish Pocket and the Ikumi Shrine, and maybe find out more information regarding Renju. I'm already assuming we're not, but maybe we will after visiting those two places. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time for Let's Play the Somnium Files. Love you all so much. Have a great day. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to leave a comment, a like, and subscribe for future content, where I aim to release a video a day. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click on the bell symbol to be notified once new videos are uploaded. You can also catch me streaming from time to time on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord server to relax with other gamers. All this information is in the description box below. Have a great day.